We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
He's brought down.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019. And now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
On the pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up second down at the Giants' 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8. Garoppolo now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. again. It's Garoppolo. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down, 49ers.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he goes out right around the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Check 15. Check 15.
To throw again, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Talk about a young man who's been living up to the hype. Nick Bosa, 9 sacks in the regular season 2019, but really turned his game up for the postseason. Had 4 in their run to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. This guy plays with such passion, such strength, and a huge football IQ. Seems to understand what plays are going to go even before the ball is snapped.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
Garoppolo's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 6.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
49er ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's into the hands of Dwelly. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Giants 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for John Ross that time. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A final shot before break. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, as time expires in the 1st half. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Brings up second and
so they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running the counter with Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
Oh, we got
plenty
of time.
49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And he'll go down at the the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Garoppolo. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Giants 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. This is Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The 49er.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now Garoppolo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because one of those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Play action. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones now on 1st down. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
San Francisco.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.